When we're trying to write numbers in scientific notation, it's basically a shortcut for writing really, really, really large numbers or really small numbers. So you want to think about, if I have a big number or a small number, how can I write it more efficiently? So scientific notation gives us that ability to do so. So what's going to happen is this very first digit has some requirements. One, it must be greater than or equal to 1, but it must be less than 10. So in this ones place, there has to be a digit that's not a 0, but I can't have anything greater in the tens place or larger. I am multiplying this digit by a power of 10. And this is the basic format for all scientific notation numbers. So let's look at these right here. Which of these is written in scientific notation? Well, this first one, if we look at it, this digit or this number is greater than 10. So no, it cannot be written in scientific notation. The next number is less than 10, but greater than 1. It's written in a power of 10, so yes, this is written in scientific notation. The third one, is that greater than 10? Nope. Is it greater than 1? Yep. Is it written by the power of 10? Yep. So this is in scientific notation. What do you think this one might not be in scientific notation? That's correct. This number right here is less than 1, and so that is not scientific notation. So those are the formats that we are looking for. So what we want to do is think about our powers of 10. So if I have 8,410,000, it is written in what we call standard form. Standard form is the way we normally write a number. So we have to decide what place value the leading digit is the very first number, belongs in order to have a number greater than 1, but less than 10. So I'm taking this first leading digit, which is 8, and I'm putting it in the ones place. This will tell me that very first number in scientific notation. So I can come down here to this box and fill out that this is going to be 8 and 1 41/100ths. Now I need to figure out what goes in as my exponent. How many place values did you have to move the leading digit? So it started over here in the millions. So I had to move it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places to get it in the ones place. Because this is a number that's large, it's going to be positive, so I put a 6 as my exponent. This number and this number are equivalent. They're just written in two different forms. So let's look at what would happen if we were dealing with a decimal number. So if we have a decimal number, we are going to end up with a negative exponent because it is smaller. Remember, negative means we're dividing and things are becoming decimals. So the way it's written right now is 78/10,000ths. That is in standard form. How many place values would I have to move this leading digit? It's the first digit that's not a 0 to get it to be greater than or equal to 1 or less than 10. I put the 7 in the ones place, decimal point, and everything falls behind. Remember, this is my first number in my scientific notation. Now I have to figure out what's my exponent going to be. We know it's negative because it's a decimal number. We have to ask ourselves, how many place values did the 7 move? Well, it moved 1, 2, and 3 place values. So it moved 3 place values, but I want to make it -3 because I wanted it to get 3 place values smaller. Okay, let's keep going with these notes. So all of the thinking is taking a lot of extra work, agree? So we can use our calculators. So if I have a number in scientific notation, and I want it in standard form, all I have to do is to enter this number exactly as is into my calculator and then hit enter. When I do that, it gives me exactly the standard form. Bada boom, bada bing, we are done. Okay. So what will we do though if it's in standard form? Okay. If it's in standard form, we have to do a little bit extra work. We have to actually change the output on our calculator. We do that by hitting first the second button right here, that little tiny blue one. Then we hit this one next. The button says DRG, but the scientific notation is right here. This screen will come up. Right now it should have FLO, which is floating, underlined, but we want to switch it so that scientific notation is underlined. When we do that, it will give us exactly the number in scientific form. All right, so I want you to try these on your own, and then, so this one on your own, this one on your own. Here's another example of how to switch your output. Then there is partner work, but unfortunately you are making this up from being absent or out of the classroom. But I still want you to go to this. We were going to do this yesterday, but ran out of time. So make sure you do it first and that you understand the material. Then you can move on to this lesson. All of this is on your McGraw-Hill. And your password should be typed or taped into the back of your planner. If it's not, you can email me. Have a great day.